This video will teach you how to ask questions during your Zoom classes. So when you are in your Zoom classroom, there are a couple settings you want to make sure are enabled. First, you want to make sure that you're in full screen. Then you want to make sure that your video is on so the teacher can see your face. Make sure that you're paying attention. And you also want to make sure that you are muted so that any background noise is not distracting to the other students. Also, there are two different kinds of view. There's this one, which is speaker view, and then also gallery view. Gallery view will give you a grid of all the other participants in the Zoom chat. So if your class has 15, 20 students, then there will be 15, 20 boxes, all of equal size. You do not want to use this option. It's much better to use the speaker view so that while the teacher is talking, the teacher is the biggest window. Right now, there's no one at the other end, but normally there would be the teacher lecturing, speaking in this box right here. So during your teacher's lecture, if there's something that you didn't quite hear or you didn't quite understand, there's a few different ways you can get their attention. First, you can just raise your hand, wave it in front of the camera. Your teacher will have a large screen TV seeing all the students in the class in a giant grid. So generally, they will be able to spot you right away, especially if you're making some kind of motion. If that doesn't work, another thing you could do is to use these reactions down here. If you pick either the clap or the thumbs up, you'll see an icon pop up that will persist. And then your teacher can also see that you have been waiting to ask a question when they see you on the grid. And finally, another way you could do it is to open the chat box and just type in your question and ask, I don't understand why B is better than C as an answer. And your teacher should have the chat box open as well, so they can also spot that very quickly. However, if at any time the teacher, if you've been waiting patiently and the teacher just seems to be not seeing you, another thing you could do is just temporarily unmute your mic and just tell the teacher, wait, I have a question. The easiest way to do this is to simply just hold spacebar while you are speaking and then release it when you are done speaking. You can, of course, actually just unmute it in this bottom left corner here, but then you have to mute it again. And generally, we have found that it is easier for people to just hold spacebar to temporarily unmute themselves. With all these different methods, it should feel just like a real classroom so that at any point, if you have something that you're having trouble understanding, you can ask the teacher for help.